In the deep silence of space, where nothing can be heard and stars live and die quietly, something unexpected happened. A discovery was made that shook the scientific world. The James Webb Space Telescope, a powerful machine made by humans, found something strange. It wasn't what it was designed to find. Webb's mission was to look deep into the past. It searches for the first light from galaxies that formed right after the Big Bang, billions of years ago. It was never meant to find something modern or close. Its goal was history, not the present. But during a regular scan, something new appeared. Webb focused on a calm area of space, one that had already been studied many times before. Those past studies saw only darkness. But this time, Webb saw something that others had missed. It wasn't far, and it wasn't faint. It was bright. Clear. Right there. At first, scientists thought there must be a mistake. Space images are usually messy, filled with noise and light distortions. But this image was different. It had lines, curves, shapes, and symmetry. Patterns too perfect to be natural. The shapes repeated in ways that followed math patterns, like the golden ratio. It looked designed, not random. As scientists cleaned the image further, it only became clearer. More perfect. More structured. It didn't look like a space object. The first thought was a technical glitch. Maybe the telescope glitched or the software failed. But tests showed the image was real. They ran the data through other tools. Other teams checked it too. Each time, they got the same result. It wasn't an error. It was really out there. And that was the strange part. Because it looked intentional. Scientists quietly began to talk among themselves. Some were too nervous to share their thoughts in public. Soon, intelligence agencies got involved. There were meetings behind closed doors. But it didn't stay secret for long. Someone leaked the image. A blurry version showed up online. It had a caption that read, "Not a star, a signal." People reacted quickly. Many believed it was fake. Some thought it was an AI creation. But experts knew the truth. They recognized the telescope's imaging style. The image was raw, real data. Not edited. Not artificial. Just shocking. The news spread like wildfire. Scientists, YouTubers, and hobby astronomers all began to look at it. Then, a respected astrophysicist went on TV. He confirmed it. The object was not natural. That sentence changed everything. What began as a small discovery turned into a worldwide mystery. Questions started pouring in from everywhere. Governments held emergency talks. Religious leaders made statements. People around the world were glued to their screens. Some scientists said the shape could be a higher dimensional object that we were seeing in 3D. Others had even stranger ideas. A few thought it might be a portal. Or something completely beyond our understanding. But then, it got even weirder. A pulse was found in the light. It wasn't random. It followed a very specific rhythm, as if it had a pattern. The rhythm used prime numbers. In math, those numbers are special. They also appear in nature and patterns of life. Some parts of the signal looked like ancient writing. Other parts followed musical rhythms. It began to feel like communication. Scientists started wondering, was someone or something trying to talk to us? Was this a message? And then came a chilling thought. What if it wasn't the first message? What if it was a reply? Years ago, Earth sent signals into space, hoping someone out there might hear us. Maybe now, someone finally had. It didn't move. It didn't change. It stayed perfectly still, like a statue in the middle of the cosmos. Historians were called in. They studied the patterns. Some symbols matched carvings found in ancient temples on Earth. There were spirals, angles, and signs that looked familiar. As if humans had seen this long ago and forgotten. Maybe what we thought were myths were based on this. A past contact that we misunderstood or ignored. Some believed the patterns made up an ancient language. One not meant to warn, but to teach or guide us. It felt like the universe itself was speaking. As if the signal had waited. As if it only answered once it knew we were ready to listen. It didn't use speech. It used time. It used music. It used math. All things that cross languages and cultures. Scientists said this was more than data. It was recognition. A response. Someone out there had noticed us. That moment changed the world. The mystery wasn't just about space anymore. It was about our place in the universe. 3 days later, a new event occurred. Another strange signal, but this time it wasn't light. It was a wave. A gravitational wave. Very faint. Almost impossible to notice. But its rhythm matched the earlier signal, only reversed. It didn't just echo back. It was different. Like a key turning in a lock. Like something being activated. Space around the wave shifted slightly. Just enough to measure. Scientists were stunned. Nothing like this had been seen before. It felt like something had changed. As if a door had opened, even if we didn't know where it led. We're only beginning to understand what any of this means. The story isn't over. In fact, it may just be beginning. Subscribe to our channel and thanks for watching.